Hi, I hope you're having a great day. Well, today I want to talk about the importance of having a solid, good morning ritual. You see, your entire tone of the day is set from the moment you wake up. If you wake up angry, if you wake up completely, in that chaos of responding to life and there's no organization in your morning and everything before you leave home, that's exactly how the rest of your day is going to turn out to be. You wake up happy, joyful, you have a lot more energy and strength to handle little problems that the day may throw at you. You see, none of us when we wake up know how our day is going to unfold. That's exactly how life is. We may think our day is going to unfold in a particular way, but then life keeps throwing all these obstacles and these curveballs at us, and we need to keep reacting, responding, adapting, and changing to adapt to what life's thrown us. But the energy to get through the day, I'm not just talking about physical energy, I'm talking about emotional and mental, is highly dependent on the kind of morning ritual that we have. Now, when we talk about a morning ritual, you don't need to have an hour. You can have 10 minutes of a ritual. You can have a 5-minute ritual. You can have an hour ritual. Some people have a 2-hour ritual, depending on how much of time they have in a day, when their work starts, what their responsibilities are, or at what stage of life they're in right now. Now, if the way you start your day sets the tone for the rest of the day, that's where we need to invest most of our time. So number one, your wake up time. It is extremely important for us to understand the rhythm of the human body. We should try to wake up at the same time every day. Of course, you have that one late night in a week where you're partying or you're socializing and stuff like that. That's fine. The next day may be a Sunday where you want to laze in bed and wake up late. That's okay. But try to wake up at the same time every day. We spoke about the importance of a sleep-wake cycle, which means you got to sleep at the same time, wake up at the same time. When you do this one little thing, everything in your life changes. The way you eat, how much you eat, stimulants, sugar craving, appetite, your ability to handle stress. So we wake up hopefully after a good night of deep quality sleep. Now, when we wake up, what do we do when we jump off our bed? What's the first thing that we do when we jump off, crawl out of our beds, or whatever it is? What you want to try to do is get done with nature's call. Now, a perfectly working body, although no one's perfect, but what I'm trying to say, a perfect digestion system. Most people will wake up and immediately go to the loo to pass a motion. Now, this is very normal because while we were sleeping, there was a detoxification process that happened in your body. That's why when you wake up, you have dirt between your eyes, your mouth smells, you have a thick white coating on your tongue. Hopefully it's white and not yellow. That tells you, signifies that there was a detoxification process that happened. So now your body's digested everything, the waste is collected, it's in your large intestine waiting to be passed out. So the moment you wake up, that's the beauty of a sleep-wake cycle, automatically there's chemical signaling that's happening amongst your hormones, informing your brain that, hey, he is now or she is now in conscious state. You go to the loo, you pass a beautiful motion, you finish with your hygiene routine and all of those things. You finish with your hygiene routine. Some people oil pull, some people brush their teeth straight away, you get a shave, you do whatever it is that you need. Some people take a shower. If it takes you 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes. Now, what happens after that? You want to move your body into some sort of movement. Some people like to hit the gym, go for a run, walk, whatever it is that you want to. But movement is important. If your gym timing is later, that's okay. Maybe you can do a couple of asanas, maybe even simple stretching, because what happens is when you wake up, your metabolism, you want to kickstart your metabolism. When you kickstart your metabolism, everything changes. When we wake up, if you're reaching out for that mug of caffeine, you are only kickstarting your brain with the caffeine as a stimulant, but you are not kickstarting your metabolism in the human body. When you kickstart your metabolism, you have energy in every single cell of your body activating and working for you. Now, when I say doing a little bit of yoga, now why I like the principle of yoga is because you'll do a couple of asanas, you'll do your breathing exercises and your pranayama, ending with meditation. You don't have to do 1 hour. You could do just 2 or 3 of your favorite asanas, or 2 or 3 of the asanas that your body type needs. You see, everyone thinks they need to do a 1-hour class. Do it when you have the time. It's beautiful. But when you don't have the time, you should always know, your teacher should have told you that these are the 3 or 4 asanas that your body needs and you should do it. Whether you have weak glutes, you have a lower back problem, you have a cervical problem, your core is weak, there are always 3 or 4 asanas that you can do. That would take you about 7 to 8 minutes, 2 or 3 pranayamas, another 4 to 5 minutes, followed by meditation. That is perfect yoga. Asanas, pranayama, and meditation. So you may keep 10 minutes for this, 15, 20, half an hour. It's up to you. You finish this. You finished your meditation, you're calm. That is the perfect time of the day and the perfect moment to set your intention for the day. You see, setting your intention for the day may seem very airy-fairy for you, but I can't tell you how it sets the tone of your day, because most people wake up and they just respond to life. They react to whatever life is throwing them. But when you have your intention set, you have a purpose for your day to follow. You have a purpose, a life purpose for your day to follow. Most people who don't set their intentions just end up doing things, responding. Their life is chaotic throughout the day, and they end up not doing the most important things that they should do for their own personal self-care in a day. So you set your intention. It takes you 2 minutes or less, or 3 minutes. You're calm. You can set your intention. What is your intention for the day? What is it that you want to accomplish? Who do you need to speak to? Your intention should be crystal clear in your head. When it's crystal clear, it is now in your subconscious, which means there is a way that mostly that is going to materialize in your day. You have an intention, you have something to measure before you go to sleep at the end of the day. Was I able to do what I set my intention for at the beginning of the day? So intentions could be that I'm not going to miss my workout. I'm going to be able to give so much of time back to society today. I'm going to do this plus, call up my mom or my dad, having a solid intention, or I'm going to crack the meeting at work, whatever your intention is. This is very different from a to-do list. Now, once you finish setting your intention, if you have time, you make your to-do list for the day. If we don't have a to-do list, we're anxious and we're stressed because we're constantly thinking, have I forgotten to do something? Or what if I forget to do something? I usually suggest that the to-do list is made the night before. Because what happens is, if you plan what you need to do the next day, it takes you less than 5 minutes. Your body, you're able to sleep. But people who have not planned the next day find it difficult to sleep because they're constantly thinking, what do I need to do the next day? What am I expected to do? Am I forgetting something? And you're unable to disconnect your mind from the day and you can't sleep. So that little exercise before sleep is paper, iPad, whatever it is, make a list of the things that you need to do. When it's on paper, you don't have to stress out your mind whether you're going to forget to do something or not forget to do something. You see, when we have so many thoughts in our head and so many things to do, when it's written down, it is so much easier for us to refer to that piece of paper or our to-do list on our phones, and we don't have to constantly be anxious of whether we've forgotten something or whatever it is. So something as simple as this, in that time you may want to pray. I think prayer is a beautiful tool. It doesn't matter what religion you are, but praying, whether it is to your God or the universe or whatever it is, whether you're sending out energy or asking for help in your day, or asking for help for a problem that you have, that you're facing, I think it's a very, very powerful tool for well-being and healing, and it is a very underutilized tool. You see, a lot of people pray because it's random and it's routine, but most people don't pray with faith and they don't pray with belief, and that's why their prayers never get answered. It is so important for us to understand that prayer is very, very deep, and we don't just do it when we want something or we're struggling in life. It's a beautiful system to integrate in our morning ritual. So I may meditate, I may set my intention, and I may spend about 5 to 10 minutes in prayer. It could change. One day I may not pray. I may spend more time in my meditation. But when you have this morning ritual carved for you, so you finish all of this stuff now. If you're intermittent fasting, you don't have to eat. If you're eating, make sure you have time to prepare a good, healthy breakfast. The whole idea is try not to rush out of your home into work. If you make a ritual, you can basically leave home calmly with enough of energy and enough of positivity to face the day. Whatever it throws you, you don't know, I don't know. But you have that whole energy because you've literally it's like you've prepared yourself. It's like how athletes prepare themselves before a game, before a 100-meter race, before whatever it is. There is preparation for the bigger event. Your bigger event is the day. And it could be that 10-minute ritual, 15, 20 minutes, 30, 1-hour ritual that prepares you for the rest of the day. You may get a lot of stress, all of that stuff, but you will better be able to handle it. And the most important thing is, during your morning ritual, the worst thing anyone could do is get up and look at their phone. Do not get up and look at your phone. Your phone should be on airplane mode, out of your bedroom. Finish your morning ritual. And then if you want to add 10 to 15 to 30 minutes post your morning ritual to go over your messages, your emails, or stuff, or all of that, do it then. But the moment you look at your phone, your messages is something your mind has started working. And if you see an important message, you will compensate your morning ritual to a do that one message, and then you get into that whole rut of doing everything else. So that social media, phone fasting for even the first hour in your morning is so important for you to prepare yourself for the day. Now, this is so important for your health. It has everything to do with your health, because anxiety, stress, lack of sleep, everything is connected with almost every lifestyle disease that people have today. If you can make that morning ritual work for you, then all you need to do is add discipline. No matter where you are in the world, you're traveling, you're on a holiday, the way you wake up and start your day and the way you put that 30 minutes, 45 minutes or 1 hour becomes your ritual, and you add discipline to rituals, that is when rituals become effective for you. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.